الآن نعود إلى زميلي محمد الازرق.
شكرا محمود. هنا لندن، سيداتي سادتي، ارسالنا يستمر ساعة إضافية من الآن وحتى الساعة 9 بتوقيت جرينتش. نوجه إذاعتنا إلى الشرق الأوسط عامة على الموجة القصيرة 13 مترا بذبذبة 21 و59% ميجا هرتز، وإلى منطقة الخليج وشرق الجزيرة العربية والعراق وسوريا ولبنان والأردن والأراضي المحتلة وشمال مصر على الموجتين القصيرتين 31 و49 مترا، وعلى الموجة المتوسطة
The broadcasting service of the Iraq Republic. And here is the news. Visit to the foreign families in Iraq has aroused suspicion to the American citizens. The American citizen, Kathy Majoric, said that she felt suspicion when she saw her brother and his two children on the TV screen. While an information analyst in the Center of the Strategic and International Studies, Sharon Hunter, applauded President Saddam Hussein's humanitarian stances in treating foreigners. While the analyst, his from Perkins, said that President Hussein's visit to the foreign families has followed what was circulated by the American mass media in 3 weeks. The American public opinion has found President Saddam Hussein an objective and patient man. Arab masses in several Arab capitals continue condemning the American invasion of the Holy Arab territories and Arab Gulf, confirming their support for Iraq and its people in repressing the imperialist American Zionist and Western attack against the Arab nations and its Islamic sanctity. In Amman, the Jordanian masses strongly condemned the American invasion of Najd and Hijaz. A statement issued by the Arab Unitary Party condemned the American colonial attack on Iraq and called upon Arab masses to form popular committees to boycott the American interests. Yemeni Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Mr. Abdulaziz Bali, arrived in Tehran on one-day visit to Iran. The Yemeni minister is conveying a letter from President Ali Abdullah Saleh to the Iranian President Rafsanjani concerning situations in the region and bilateral relations. Thousands of Bangladeshi nationals volunteered to defend Iraq and Islamic sanctities in Najd and al-Hijaz. Bangladeshi daily Khabar Kajaz said yesterday that Iraqi embassy in Dhaka received during the past few weeks thousands of requests to volunteer in defense of Muslim sanctities and support for Iraq in confronting the American Zionist attack. U.S. President George Bush admitted that Iraq is the biggest military force in the region and has 20% of the world oil reserve. This came in a speech lasted 10 minutes at the beginning of Bush's meeting with U.S. Congressmen last night. Congressmen prepared two kinds of questions for Bush concerning future tasks of American forces in the Arab region and long-term goals of American presence in the Gulf. The second type of questions concern the economic burdens of transferring American forces to the Gulf. A report by the French TV, fifth program from its press mission in Baghdad, said that Iraqis strongly support their leader, President Saddam Hussein. The report screened interviews with a number of Iraqis in which they confirmed that the U.S. wouldn't dare to attack Iraq because we are strong and all Iraqi youth and elderly are a shield for defending the homeland. The report added that Iraqis enjoy high confidence in their leader and themselves and that they live their lives proudly. An Israeli colonel called Avigdor Tahlani said in an interview with an Israeli radio station that the relation among the Iraqi military units are better than the relation among the American army. He also suspects the American military troops' ability to penetrate the Iraqi defenses. The Israeli colonel added that if the Americans think they can, by the economic measures and war fighters, can defeat Iraq and make him accept their conditions, he puts many question marks about this. The Tunisian newspaper Al-Hurriya warned against the dangerous developments in the Arab area. It expressed hope that peace-depending circles will score victory at the end and expressed hope that Arab wisdom will stop the explosion in the region. The Tunisian newspaper stressed the Arab legitimate right to solve their internal problems without any foreign intervention. The Libyan newspaper Al-Ahmar wondered about the reasons which made the Saudi rulers bring the American troops to the Arab Peninsula. It said that those rulers will spend millions of dollars on those foreign troops, but if they were asked to spend such money for the Palestinian revolution, they would have refused because they don't want to anger the Americans. The Libyan newspaper stressed that those rulers are ready to pay anything to keep their throne, even if the price is the Arab land. This is what we see now in the Arab Peninsula and the Arab Gulf. Central Bureau for the Moroccan Writers Union denounced the American invasion of the Arab Gulf region. It said in a statement issued in Rabat yesterday that the American aggression against the Arab lands aims at controlling oil resources. The Moroccan newspaper Al-Ittihad al-Ishtiraki stressed the Arab people's rejection for the American and Western military intervention in the Arab Gulf region, aiming at controlling the Arab oil fields. It stressed that Arab people consider this intervention a direct colonialism that can't be accepted. British TV stations broadcast yesterday President Saddam Hussein's meeting with foreign families. They stressed to His Excellency saying that he may send another number of foreign nationals to their countries carrying messages of peace. The BBC TV station said that President Saddam Hussein appeared in the TV to tell the West that Iraq wants peace. The British TV quoted President Saddam Hussein as saying that he is ready to begin a direct dialogue with the American president and the British premier. An Australian sailor left his ship heading for the Arab Gulf and returned home when he saw President Bush playing golf, spending a holiday with his family and friends. The sailor stressed that he left his ship and protest to sending Western forces to the Gulf region to face death while Bush is enjoying his holiday. He added that the Australian people has no interest in sending troops to the Gulf region, stressing that Australia decided to send those troops under the American pressure. The American newspaper Wall Street Journal doubted the effectivity of the economic sanctions against Iraq. Another American newspaper, New York Times, said that the Congress members are not seeing clearly to where is the U.S. heading. The newspaper quoted Senator Alphonse Tiafo as saying that the real test has begun now, and that many of the Congress members will begin ask bitter questions to Bush. The Turkish President Erzal admitted that events in the Arab Gulf have directly affected the economy of Turkey and said in a speech in the city of Urfa, southeast Turkey today, that the latest developments in the Arab Gulf will affect the development process in his state. American citizens expressed increasing concern over their country's economic conditions and pessimism in their opinions to the effect that might sustain that economy during the next few months. This came in an opinion poll held by Conference Board institution by the Consumption Research Center, saying that reasons behind these fears are referred to effects of developments in the Gulf and its consequences on oil price increase and its reflections on turning the weak American economy to recession. 5 Zionist soldiers were injured in the refugee camp of Al-Bridge last night. News from the occupied land reported that the Zionist soldiers were injured in clashes between the Zionist occupation troops and a number of Palestinian youth who repulsed patrols of the enemy in the region. A U.S. C-5A airplane belonging to the U.S. Air Force crashed today in West Germany while taking part in the operations of American military buildup in the Arab Gulf. German officials said that the airplane was turned into a flame of fire, claiming lives of no less than 10 people out of 17 people were on board. One German rescue official said that the airplane crashed immediately after taking off from Ramstein base, West Frankfurt. In this item, we end the news present to you from Radio Baghdad, the broadcasting service of the Iraqi Republic. Radio Baghdad, the broadcast host of the Iraq Republic.
عيش بكرة ده احنا بكرة كبير صفحة جديدة يا قلبي وانت الماضي بكل ما فيه عكس حبايبي اجمل حلمة هنوصل ليه صفحة جديدة يا قلبي وانت الماضي بكل ما فيه انا جنبي عكس حبايبي اجمل حلمة هنوصل ليه عايزين بكرة يكون الباقي من حقك دايما امانينا عايزين بكرة يكون يلاقينا من حقك دايما امانينا مش عايزين الفرحة تعدي الليالي فوق ليالينا يلا نعوض كل ما بدنا مهما يكون يلا نخلي النور في حياتنا يكون يلا نعوض كل ما بدنا مهما يكون يلا نخلي النور في حياتنا يكون اسهر نتعب ننجح نفرح نسهر نتعب ننجح نفرح قولوا عشان حبايبنا عيون كل طريق شوف قدام لا مفروش بحرير حلو اليوم ده بكره وبعده اجمل منه كتير غنوا بكره وعيشوا بكره احنا ملنا بكره
This is Radio Baghdad. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is the commentary of today. The latest UN resolution which allows the use of naval force to implement sanctions against Iraq is a clear indicator that the Security Council has become an instrument through which the United States can push ahead with its unjust, aggressive, and illegitimate acts. In adopting the anti-Iraq resolution, the sixth to be issued in less than 3 weeks, the Security Council has done nothing but to rubber stamp a naval blockade measure, which was already being taken by the Bush administration days before the Security Council discussed the issue. So, why the trouble? Everybody knows that the draft resolution has been prepared by the U.S. and all the Council members had to do was to approve it. The parties that have given their approval to the United States-inspired resolution have themselves expressed reservation at the U.S. escalation of tension when its warships earlier intercepted 2 Iraqi vessels. These parties include the Soviet Union, the one-time big power, which is now giving the United States the international legitimacy cover. It needs to revive the dreams of hegemony over the oil-rich Gulf region. The international legitimacy these parties are talking about now seems to have just been remembered. For more than 40 years now, the United Nations has issued hundreds of resolutions with only few of them being implemented. Ironically, the U.S. itself has a long record in using its veto right to block codes of UN resolutions. Thus, one should not show a double standard behavior in tackling the issue of international legitimacy. For 23 years now, the United States has crippled all the Security Council resolutions calling for the withdrawal of Israeli troops from the occupied Arab territories by vetoing any resolution condemning Israeli aggression against Palestinians and other Arab people. Turning a blind eye to Israeli atrocities against Palestinians who are pushed away from their land by waves of Zionist settlers due these powers' interests in the region as great harm, they are wooing the U.S. for certain days, notwithstanding the legitimate rights of the Arab people to independence and sovereignty, which the United States and its allies want to usurp. About 2 million Palestinians are living in refugee camps and in shanty towns for more than 40 years now. The Arab and Third World countries have done everything at their disposal to convince the civilized Western world and the U.S. that it is sheer injustice to displace the whole Arab people to be replaced by European Jewish settlers in what is now called Israel. Throughout decades, the force of UN resolutions has been issued on granting the Palestinians the right to self-determination. Not a single party among the thousand champions of international legitimacy has come out to defend international laws and norms. One cannot think of a worse form of international racism vis-à-vis the Palestinian issue. Throughout the 8 years of the Gulf War, the UN adopted more than a resolution to end the conflict, with Iraq being the champion defending these resolutions. However, neither the US nor other Western powers were eager, as they are now, to defend the international legitimacy. For the present champions of international legitimacy, the hundreds of thousands of Iraqis and Iranians who died in the Gulf were not worth sending their armies to end the bloodletting. What else could be more disgusting than such a hypocrisy? The Security Council and all the parties that pass anti-Iraq and anti-Arab resolutions are giving legitimacy to what is illegitimate. You've been listening to the commentary of today. Thank you.
لا